Hello, good evening, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Please let me know if there's any audio issues. Hopefully you can hear both the sound and my voice just fine. We'll be getting started momentarily after I share the link. From what I can hear, it sounds pretty good. Just let me post this to Twitter and we'll get started. Monterance Ross, hello! Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate that. I'm so happy that you're having fun with my videos. It really means a lot to see just how many people have left, kind comments and said nice things lately about my content, so thank you so much. Hello, Shane M. Thank you very much for adding a like there. Really appreciate when people remember to like and, of course, subscribe if you're not already. We do have a thing that if you do subscribe to my channel and you're not already, it will pop a notification up on screen. As long as that's working correctly. And yes, just one more moment and we'll get started. You're probably going to hear a volume sound effect because I just changed the volume on my end. Alright, one more drink and we're good to go. Yeah, well, Monterance Ross, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you say that about my my Game & Watch series. I really had a lot of fun doing that, and Game & Watches are definitely not something that are easy to get your hand on, so I thought it'd be a lot of fun to introduce the ones that I have to everybody, and I'm really happy people seem to have enjoyed it so much. So one of the main reasons I want to play this so late is because I feel like, well, there's two things that are going on right now. If you read the description, you'll see that what has happened in Super Mario Bros. 35 is that a lot of the more beginner players, people who are more casual when it comes to Super Mario Bros., they're not really playing Mario 35 anymore. So a lot of who you face is people who are much more in tune with the game, so you get some really intense battles going on. Also, playing at night does two things. One, again, it means a lot of people in North America who aren't so good at the game are probably in bed by now. And two, it means you face a lot of Japanese players, and there's a lot of good Mario players over there in Japan, so expect some intense battles as we play for probably a couple hours tonight. Hello, Devout Word Zero, welcome! Thank you, we're just about to get started. Hope you're doing well. Okay, one last thing to mention before we begin is that the special battle right now is actually pretty cool. It's only comprised of World 5 and 6 levels from the look of it, and that's kind of cool because having to go through the World 6 levels, like right off the bat, and in a non-negotiable way, making people go through levels like 6-3 is pretty funny, or even level 6-1, because it throws Lack into the mix. So let's actually play the special battle first, and let's just see how that goes. I think that you can start off at any level from World 5 or World 6, and then they play in order from there. So like beating 6-4 will take you back to 5-1, 5-1 takes you to 5-2, and then you kind of loop through them in that way. So this is actually a special battle I'm quite a fan of. Some of them are kind of lame, but I always hoped that there would be ones that kind of focus more on the later worlds, so that's what we're seeing here. I am enjoying my Game & Watch. Thank you so much. Hopefully if you wanted to pick one up, you had the chance to. And here we go. And we're starting in 5-2. So yeah, it starts you off big, and you just don't want to get hit by that Goomba right at the beginning. It's so weird, like, not starting at level 1-1. Of course, here we can get this. People already getting knocked out by, like, the first Hammer Brother. It's funny watching, like, the screens of people on the side and seeing some of the silly ways that people get knocked out in. Sometimes I find myself distracted as I'm just trying to, like, enjoy what's happening on the sides of the screens. It's really hard not to. But we can take this here. Maybe there's like a strategy in being quick. If you're one of the first people to level 6-1, it means you're one of the first people who can send Lakitus around. Anyone here if they plan on keeping this game around after March next year? No word on that yet that I've heard. Again, I still don't see how they can just get rid of it. Unless, as we've said, you know, next year maybe they'll do like Lost Levels 35 or something like that. I would be totally on board on there. But okay, so let's see. Ooh, almost. I see people already in like 5-3. I was just about to target that person and then they die. Sometimes what I'll do is if I see someone struggling, I will, you know, purposely target them because it probably increases the likelihood of getting a KO. I mean, nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Alright, 5-3. Of course, you know, that's another good thing is that, you know, starting in level 5-2, you can throw Hammer Brothers into the mix right away. So overall, I think that this is a pretty good, pretty cool challenge. To only have levels from Worlds 5 and World 6. There's a lot of things in those levels that can really throw people for loops, and yeah, it was either fall into the hole or accidentally jump and take the hit. And it should take us to 5-4, which is the recreation of 2-4, but with more difficult elements. I just played through Mario 1 and Mario 2 on the Game & Watch, so I've, you know, gotten my, you know, my game on. It's funny playing those after playing so much Mario 35. You do notice some subtle differences in Mario 35, or rather, yeah, well, either way. Mario 35 from the original Mario 1 and 2. Of course, not just like how the enemies work. And we're already down to 4 people? What the heck? We haven't even gotten to like the World 6 levels yet. I'm actually in the lead somehow. Even though I was kind of slow and I took the coin route, we're now the first person to get to here, which will allow us to send, you know, Lakitu to our enemies, which is kind of cool. Although, man, Hammer Brothers all over the place. Okay, so we can do that. We can do that. There's only one other person left, and it looks like at this point they've kind of given up almost. But see, that's why I think that this is actually a really cool challenge thing, because there's just so much opportunity for interesting shenanigans to happen. There's no reason for me to rush, really. That person just seems to... Oh, I was too busy looking over at the left, exactly like I said, to see, you know, if they were struggling at all, and then I didn't even realize I was just about to jump on top of a Spiny. But I think I have this one in the bag. Look at, they're running out of time. They have no idea what they're doing. Cool. Andrew, do you know if they fixed the glitch where the Hammer Bros can hurt the player on the vine in 5-1 on the NES that had weird effects? And then that's where, like, the second player goes back to 1-2 or something like that, and then the vine will come up through the floor? I've seen that strange glitch. Thank you, Michael. It's Nintendo, they will probably make Mario 35 $60 in limited time after the game goes away. Yeah. Like, who knows, right? Hello, Alexander. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that they can get rid of the game. It's just impossible, right? It's such a cool game. Wow, I didn't have any, like... Well, I beat someone on 85 star, 58 star. Yeah, see, there were some star players. Let's try the special mode again. We'll do the special mode a few more times. Let some people show up, and we'll see how it goes. I feel $29.99 would be a better price for a modern retro game. I mean, do you really think it would go from, like, being free to them charging for it? That would be so strange. And unfortunately, like, I mean, the point of it right now is that it's supposed to incentivize people to get their online service. Because that's the only way you can play it. So, I don't see what they'd accomplish by making you pay for the game and then pay for the online. Someone, wow, they already lost, okay. So, you can go here. I'm trying not to scroll the screen too far, as I want to get these coins first. And then I want to be able to go back to that pipe on the left and go down it. But this is going to be really cool because when you start at 6-2, it means that 6-3 is the next level, and people just crumble when they get to 6-3. It's hilarious watching people just jump into the holes and stuff. I'll probably be one of those people, so keep your eyes peeled, but it's just cool. I think it's neat to, you know, just kind of seeing everybody have to deal with those more difficult levels, even beginners, and seeing how they deal with it. You know, I am taking like the literal longest way through the level though, doing the coin routes and stuff. Who should I target? Who doesn't have very many coins? I guess the person I'm targeting is already pretty good. Someone for some reason is taking like the underwater route, which is, doesn't seem like a very smart move to do. I don't think there's really that much down there to get, plus it just takes forever. Someone's already in 6-3, so that means that person's actually probably pretty good, so I'll attack the person beside them. And here we are, ourselves, on our way to 6-3. Can we get through this? And darn, I meant to get to the top of the flag because there's actually not many opportunities to get much more time in 6-3. So we're kind of stuck with, you know, the time we already had coming into it. This will be 15 seconds here, though, after we get this flower. That person I'm targeting is just like very slow. Alright, here's the worst jump of the level. Oh, okay, perfect. That having to use that springboard to get on there really sucks. And there you go, that is 6-3. And now we're in 6-4, and let's not die in a really hilarious way here. Get through the more difficult level. I didn't get that flower just because I hate dealing with it. But again, I'm running out of time, and like, there's not many opportunities to get time in 6-3 or 4. Whatever. And there you go. So that was worth a little bit of time, and now we're going to be taking the 5-1, and here is a great place to get some time. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's just an all-around bad jump. Is this Koopa Troopa going to come back? Yes, he is. And we're down to 5 people again. So a lot of people, though, still haven't gotten through, like, 6-3 I'm seeing over there. I actually KO'd somebody somehow. How did I even KO them? I'm gonna film that. We'll go back and have a look. I sometimes do that if I get a KO. It's so funny seeing, like, the ways that sometimes your enemies knock out people. Someone is actually spectating my screen, as you can see with that eye on the bottom left. And otherwise, the other 2 players have made it to 5-1. So it looks like they're probably pretty good if they were able to get through like 6-3 no problem. So this could be a good battle. Here we are, 5-2, where the last battle that we did started. Of course, we're going to want to get our fire flowered here. Somehow I missed the block. It never hurts to get a little bit more time if we have the opportunity to. Ooh, I wish that I'd gotten them. Oh, this is just all around lame. Okay, so should I take this? Yeah, sure, I'll take the coin route. Why not? Wish I had a power up. Oh, wait, I'm not up yet? I'm so used to that. If you just press the up, if you're holding onto a vine in the original Mario 1 and you press up, Mario will just keep climbing that vine. You don't really need to do anything else, but in this game, you really have to hold that up button, and that's just one of those little, like, differences and quirks that you notice in this game. Being small Mario sucks. And thankfully I can get a power up here. I mean, at this point I don't really need coins, but there is the coin ranking, which I just thought would be kind of fun to try and, you know, do well on. Can this knock out some guys? Maybe. Oh, I was just about to this block, which would have been good for getting a thing. Okay, so. Good, good, good. And there's another Hammer Brother, so. Oh no! No! That was weird. But wow, I was obviously playing against 2 pretty good people. Because, you know, they were just not letting up. Let's see some comments. Yeah, the Game & Watch does have 2-player underneath the single player. I think it's probably just a matter of passing the Game & Watch back and forth between the players. Because, you know, it's not like it's simultaneous play, right? So if one person plays and they die, then you can pass it over to your friend. That's probably how multiplayer works. And yes, everyone's talking about the newly released Game & Watch, I'd assume. Oh yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to keep yours sealed, Shane. Probably definitely going to be a collector's item someday. Yeah, these two guys just still going. The person we're watching right now, though, doesn't have much time left. 13 seconds, 12, 11, 10. They're probably done for. There you go. So who did I get beat by? I actually got beat by a 70-star person, yet they were actually beaten by a level 75 person. So I think that's enough of the special mode. What I really wanted to play was the main mode, because that's where things can get pretty intense now. But let's go see how I knocked that person out. So I think we're looking at the one on the left beside the 32. And look at all those piranha plants around there. Did I send all those? But now they have star power. Maybe I'm not looking at the right one. Yeah, which one's it going to be? It's either the one... Yeah, well, obviously it's the one I'm targeting, I guess. I guess the piranha plant's just going to end up in their way. But you got so close to the end of the level, too. I don't even know what I ended up hitting them with. Oh, well. Okay, let's get back to actually playing the game. Thank you so much, Shane M. I appreciate that. Yeah, they vote word 0. That's probably how it works. That's the thing, too, is you look at some games back then, like, you know, Mario 1 really didn't need 2 controllers to play multiplayer, considering it's not simultaneous. Any game that doesn't have simultaneous play should really just be like have a single controller option to play multiplayer. But, you know, then that wouldn't be an excuse to sell more controllers, I suppose. But here we go. This is where things can get pretty intense. It's just normal 35 player mode. Where these days people are a lot more skilled. They're picking a lot more difficult levels. It's not just usually 1-1, 1-2, 1-1, 1-2. There's usually a lot more variety because people have had the chance now to unlock some new stuff. So let's see how things go. I have no idea how it was probably programmed. It probably just took like an NES emulator and you know, slapped it on. Isn't that what they found out Nintendo did? Was they just used like Dolphin or something like that on the recent Mario 3D All-Stars? I think I heard it was just like they took the ROM or something. All right, no 1-2. We actually went right to 2-1. Interesting. So one thing we definitely want to do is build up some time, because you always want to have that time. And one of the best ways to build up time is to do attackers or counter. And that will usually end up with a lot of enemies on your screen. And that's good, because again, you want to get that time built up before the time starts going down faster. What I could have done, though, is I could have probably done the coin heaven, because I don't think, you know, probably gonna have too much difficulty building up the time, but oh well. Who are we sending stuff to anyway? Well, who I want to target is definitely probably someone who doesn't have too many coins. Because that's someone who likely, you know, if they get hit by one of my enemies, they're not just going to be able to roulette all the time and get their stuff back. And that was just silly all around, but that's what happens when you start looking at the players on the sides of the screens. Let's not mess this up though. 1-3, I'm actually a lot better at this than I have been lately. You know, when I first started playing Mario 35, I had a lot of silly deaths in this level. Absolutely, but these days not nearly as often. Like, that jump's fine. He's right here. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. It's so strange. Like, that's just another one of those things. I feel like I should have defeated that guy with fireballs and not taken the hit, but instead we somehow both got hit. And we're back to 1-1. Hello, the real Sean W. Stewart. Hope you're doing well this evening. I just cannot, you know, jump on enemies properly. Fumbling all over the place. And just nobody is sending me any enemies. Who am I even targeting now? I want to target someone who has like no coins, so like this person. We can also play as Luigi now. Maybe I'll do that next time, because if you have every level unlocked, you can just hold the L button. And when you start the match, and you'll actually play as Luigi, which is kind of interesting. Another kind of cool thing is that in Mario 35, your fireballs will never bounce over an enemy. And ooh, look, this is what I'm talking about, getting more difficult levels earlier on. This is actually 7-2. And this is like, what, the 5th level we've played? But yeah, fireballs will never bounce over enemies in this game. Meanwhile, in the original Mario 1, or in Japanese Mario 2, that's not the case. And the odd time, your fireball will perfectly bounce over an enemy, so it's a bad habit that you get back into. By playing too much of this game, just assuming that your fireballs will always defeat an enemy when that's not necessarily true. Alright, now 1-4. Am I in the lead? I don't think I see anyone else who's in the castle level yet. And again, I'm too busy looking at the sides of the screens and then I run into the enemies. I've had a bad habit of that lately. I find it fascinating being able to see what all my opponents are doing at the same time. And it's just too tempting to not look. I was hoping I could do an epic bounce, but obviously not. I'm gonna guess 3-1. No, 1-1 again. Ooh, we got blooper time. Nice. Epic bounce combo, almost. But yeah, when you don't get like 1-1, 1-2, it sometimes can be kind of hard to build up that time. Like right now, we haven't really had that chance to get to like 400 yet. I'm just gonna defeat this Bowser, send it someone's way. Look at all these bloopers. There we go. And I have one spectator. It makes you nervous when you have like one person watching you, and then I remember that I'm streaming, and I have many more than just one person watching. Alright, now we get 1-2, so we get the warp zone, so we can have a little bit of control over exactly what level it is that we're going to. Never hurts to build up that coin bank, though. And here's going to be a good opportunity to get some points. Oh, I hate when you do that, because I just want to kick the shell and get a massive combo. But then there's always like a Goomba or something up on that ledge that hits you if you try to do an epic duck underneath. And Super Mario Bros. 35 really is an epic idea. I like it. And I think that Nintendo, you know, I hope they do it with some of their other games as well. I haven't really ever been like a Battle Royale person. I've never played like your Overwatch and stuff like that, but yeah, I think that this is a really neat game. They should do it with other games I'm already good at. Donkey Kong Country 1 or Donkey Kong Country 2 Battle Royale, let's go. And what options do we have? None of those are particularly amazing, so 1-1 it is. Ooh. Yeah, so let's attack the person who only has like half a coin. That should be good. That's the person who... I mean, oh, look, someone ended up in 6-3 somehow up there. They must not have taken the warp zone or something like that. Oh, wait, no, they're just actually a little bit ahead of me. All right, 6-3 time, everybody. We actually just beat this level in the challenge mode. But let's see if we can do it again. Again, the more I play it, the more I kind of get used to it. But that's the kiss of death pointing that out, of course. Oh, and the person I think that was playing 6-3 just died. Because again, it's just... It takes practice. It's a, like, pure platforming challenge. And Mario 1 doesn't have, like, too many of those moments that are pure platforming. I mean, there kind of are. And they're usually in, like, the -3 levels. Other ones include, like, 8-1 when you have to do, you know, some kind of narrow jumps in the later part of the level. But otherwise, it's a lot of, like, you know, strategically getting around enemies and stuff. More than, say, like, Mario 3 has a lot of platforming challenges. Alright, and there's 3-3. And now we're in 7-1. And here you can't really get the power-up up there if you're already big. And you can get it if you're like, you know, small Mario, and then it would be a mushroom, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that Bowser to get defeated by the shell, and here I just have lost all ability to... That's something, again, tonight I haven't been very good at bouncing on top of enemies, and just, you know, let's just do things like that. Why not? Okay, sure. I need a little bit of help, obviously. It's okay, we'll get some money back right here, and we can go down this pipe and get some more money. Has anybody else gotten to 6-3? I think that person at the bottom left is on my level. Oh, darn, I'm still small. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm currently targeting the person level 6-3. There, that's pretty good. And here we can get a mushroom. I definitely want it. So a trick you can do is if you get a mushroom and you're not holding the jump button when you get it, and then you press down on the jump button and hold it while you're powering up, you'll do a jump automatically after you get it. And that apparently works in the original Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2 as well. And I had no idea. Somehow I had just never heard that trick before. I always thought that maybe if you pressed it like the exact second that you came out of your jump, it would work. But no, apparently it's easy as just holding it. So I thought that was kind of fascinating to find out about that. So here we go. The clock is red. We're down to only 5 people left, so we're really losing time fast. This is when we want to get as many shell combos as possible. Oh shoot, that would have been a perfect place to get some combos going. Okay, here we go. Let's get back up to 400 seconds. Close, but not quite. Could use that shell a little, but it's okay. We'll do a bounce on all these enemies instead. And that's back up to 400 seconds. Very good. Let's get the star. So yeah, this one's not as intense as some of the matches I've had, especially because there's been like no Lakitu or anything like that, but Lakitu is not such a rare thing anymore. As again, a lot of people are picking more difficult levels. I like to pick ones that include Lakitu. Really, I probably shouldn't be wasting time getting money. I should be wasting, or rather using my time, trying to get as many points or time as possible. So let's do a thing like this. And okay, this is like the worst level to get because there's just pretty much no opportunity to get more time in here. Unless people are sending stuff my way. Wow, that person on the left just got to level 6-3 now, so let's just assume that they get knocked out from the platforming. Or should I send a Bowser their way? I'm gonna send Bowser their way while they're dealing with 6-3. That's gonna be hilarious. Enjoy dealing with Hammer Bowser in 6-3. So that should probably knock them. Oh wait, 6-3 again! Huh! Interesting. Okay, I'm just kind of quiet here as I concentrate. And again, there's just like no way to get time back in this level due to there being hardly any enemies. Yes! That's such a lame jump. Whoa, okay. Alright, I beat 6-3. Well, I got the 6-3 after they did, and yet I cleared it before they did. But wow, my Bowser obviously didn't trip them up at all. They're still going. Now they're in 3-1. No, they're in 3-3 now? So maybe they were at the 6-3 that I was at before. I'm so confused on what's going on. And again, I'm paying too much attention to what's on my opponent's screen. But I've just had such a bad habit of doing that recently. Okay, let's get some points. Again, I can't go up the vine because that's just kind of a time sink at this point. Oh, 4-1, it's Lakitu time, everybody! Yeah! And we're definitely going to want a combo here. Oh, how did I not hit Lakitu? Okay, that's it. I'm going to start using my my power-ups here. I'm going to try and get more time. And there you go, I KO'd them somehow. Nice! Maybe the first Lakitu did it. And there you go. First 35 normal battle of the night is a first place run. And that's what I'm talking about. The games are getting pretty intense. Lots of difficult levels like 6-3. Definitely it's become, you know, you gotta be more pro at the game if you're gonna get first. It's not something that's really that guaranteed for me anymore when there were streams where it's just like almost every match was at first place. Alright, I have some comments to catch up on here, it looks like. Okay, yeah, I did know that there could only be one power-up at a time, and that was always really annoying if you had a power-up coming at you and then you hit another block and another power-up accidentally came out or something like that. Mario 2 Japan really messes with you by sometimes there'll be like a mushroom on the screen and you'll hit a block and a poison mushroom will override the mushroom that you were just about to get. Oh, I hate that. It's funny though that like they had limitations like that But I guess even Mario 3, I think, had that limitation now that I think about it. You couldn't have more than one 1-up on the screen at a time, or like one power-up. Except there were those blocks that then had 3 1-ups, so maybe that was a special case or such. But yeah, that's strange for sure. Infinite 1-up trick there could be done with Buzzy Beetle at the end of 7-1 on the NES. Yeah, there's no infinite 1-up trick in this version because kicking shells in this version does not give you anything special. Ha, there you go. I just beat a level 67 star person. Nice. And we're definitely going to be playing some more, so let's do this thing. Thank you, Shane. Let's do this one again. Again, I just love being able to send Lakitu to people. Of course, it means they can send it back to me too, but I mean, that's just part of the fun, dealing with that. Hello, Alexander. No problem. Sorry to be distracting you while you were at work. So there you go. I just did that thing where, you know, I wasn't holding jump when I got the mushroom, and then I was holding it, and I got to do that kind of double jump in the air. That's so cool. Can't believe that's a trick I just didn't know was in the original game. I definitely would have added that to my, you know, my video about tricks and cheats you can do in Mario 1, if I had known. That's what I want to see. Got that big time combo going on there. Nice bounce there. That's good, that's good. And where are we gonna go here? 1-3, oh no, so not 1-2. I think we're pretty good at 1-3 now though. Since I need the power up, I might as well come down here and get it. There we go. And then we can do this. Oh, that's scary, but I did it anyway. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make this bounce, but I did. Do I own the Game & Watch Greenhouse? Yes, it was part of my 30 days of Game & Watch I just did. Greenhouse is a very cool game. We also recently did the Game & Watch Gallery 3 stream where I played some Greenhouse on there. Both, actually I don't think we touched the classic version because I had already reviewed that, but we played the modern version. I still do plan to stream some Game & Watch Gallery 4 soon, as well, but I was actually thinking about doing it tonight, but I ended up doing some other video making earlier on, and it just didn't kind of happen earlier in the night. And I didn't want to stream Game & Watch Gallery 4 at like midnight, so I thought, let's do some Mario 35, because that's something I wanted to do at night anyway. Because, again, I wanted to show some of the more difficult battles I've encountered in the later evening. And hopefully people are enjoying this. Again, I'm sure we'll probably get some even more intense ones coming up. That last one was pretty cool. We had to deal with 6-3, not just once, but twice. And it's just so funny seeing the people who, like, fumble around with that. It really kind of weeds out the people who don't have their Mario 1 platforming down. Ooh, 8-2 earlier on. See, this is what I'm talking about. 8-2 has that awful jump like halfway through. It's pretty much the only part of this level that's not fun. And I've been practicing, of course, kind of getting better at that, so hopefully I won't have any trouble with it here, but it's, again, something that people who haven't been practicing and aren't as used to the game are going to have trouble with. And again, I just would love to be watching the sides of the screen right now. All of you have that luxury, seeing what the others are doing, but I can't really, look over there. I have to play the level. So what you really want to do is like a thing like this, and a thing like that. Don't stop completely, but, also don't fall off that single platform. Is anybody else in 8-2 yet? Not that I see on the sides. I'm just way ahead of everyone. Okay, we should be pretty good here, unless we do something really silly. Like that. I mean, I was just gonna try and get some time from all these guys. Okay. Alright, speaking of doing something silly. Ugh. That was just disgusting at the end there. Ooh, a spiny. Where did the spiny come from? We haven't seen Lakitu. And I don't think we took any warp zones that would have made us miss a level with a spiny in it. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Again, I still don't see anybody on the sides who's at 8-2. Oh, I do see one now. Okay, I'm gonna target them, or maybe not. There's not really any point, I guess. Let's see if they fail that jump. As long as I don't, like, accidentally fail my own jumps while I'm looking over there. Oh, actually, no, of course 8-2 has Lakitu. That's why there's Spinies around. Duh. I never associate 8-2 as being like a Lakitu level, because he's only in it for like the first 15 seconds, and then he's gone. I usually think 6-1 or 4-1 when I think Lakitu. But no, of course 8-2 also has Lakitu. Oh! That was just everything about that sucked. Even if I had gotten the mushroom after I'd already powered up, it still would have been worth 15 seconds, but oh well. And wow, again, see, I didn't have time to really get my time up there before the time sped up, because once you get down to 5 people, the time speeds up a little bit. So yeah, I would have liked to have had more than that, but we just have not been given the level selection that really allows you to build up a good time bank. And wow, just cannot jump on enemies. Ugh. One thing I don't like is that you cannot defeat bullet bills with shells, and I feel like that's something you should be able to do. If you can defeat a Podobo with a shell, you should be able to defeat a bullet bill with a shell. It's kind of my logic. Whatever. There we go. Alright, so this is going to be great for time. I'm not so worried about the coins. Let's go. Let's get a ton of time. I don't care about the hit. Just get that clock up there. Alright, very good. And we're down to 3 people. One of them looks like they're on 8-2. Another person looks like they're maybe on... Okay, they're on the bridge level. Okay. Alright. Good platforming at the end there. And it's a nice jump, and boom. Who should I do? I mean, technically, the person who's kind of slower, you would think, is probably the one who's smart at the target, so we'll do that. Oh, and then they just got knocked out. I was right, though. They were the less skilled person, I guess. Or, you know, they could have made a mistake as well, but... Thankfully, the clock is not red, though. Usually that waits until about, like, 13 minutes to happen, but sometimes it's not true. Alright. Now we're probably going to be playing some Bowser ping pong now, as I send Bowser their way, they send it back my way. They're still stopping, though, to get coins. I'm not really focusing too much on coins anymore, so that might work out well for me in the long run. It means I'll have more time built up. And a Koopa Troopa kick here is probably a smart move. Oh, and it stopped at Bowser, or else it would have been able to, you know, build up even more consecutive time. It's gonna bounce back. I'm using the roulette. Give me a mushroom. Cool. Alright. And there you go. That's the level. And it's gonna take us back to 1-1. And I'm definitely gonna power up over here because I don't trust getting up there and, you know, being able to not take a hit. It's best if you have coins, use them. Don't have like a silly death or something. Ugh. Here we go. And I was hoping I could turn around and get him, but Bowser really starts chasing you if you get behind him. And that's gonna send lots of Bowsers his way. I would like an actual power-up though, please. I am running out of coins, so maybe his coin game wasn't too bad of an idea after all. Here's a Bowser I can't defeat. I will take this one up though. Wow. Thankfully, in this game, again, it's funny playing the original Mario games on the Game & Watch, and when you take a hit, even if you're Fire Mario, you go all the way back down to Small Mario, where of course in Mario 35 they changed it so that you only go 1 power-up level down. It's just funny to, you know, experience that difference. Alright, where are we going? 3-1 now. We really need to conserve some coins here. That's some time, but otherwise, we can get a fire flower down here, but it's gonna waste some valuable time. The clock is now red, but I do like the idea of having firepower, so we're gonna do that. Even with the star, it feels like it's so hard to build up time in this level. Like, he actually jumped up there. Made it difficult to get him. Alright. That's so strange. Are fireballs always faster than shells? I don't remember if that's true. And again, another level where it's just like building up time here is not easy. And getting past him there, I wouldn't really want to waste the time, so we'll take a power up and 5-4. Interesting. And there you go. Defeated the Podobo with a star. I don't think there's any way to defeat a Podobo in the original game. I don't think there's ever like a star in a castle level, so. From the look of it, they probably have more coins than I do. They still have 5 full coins on their status up there. Where is this gonna go? It's gonna go back to 1-1. Okay. So we can get the mushroom. And we have Bowser sent back our way. Honestly, I'm just going to pass you this time. I'm not too worried about it. How much time can they possibly have left? I wonder. Again, it'd be cool if there was a way to know how much time your opponents have. That's always a great spot at the beginning of level 1-1 to build up some time. Oh, that's not who I was expecting to bounce on. I was hoping to bounce on the other guy. That would have been good for a little bit of a combo. You're glad this game has the Super Mario Bros. 3 power-up progression? You know that's only in the North American version of the game, though. In Japan, getting hit from any version of Mario will still take you back down to Small Mario. Only in the English version and the outside of Japan versions did they change it so that getting hit, takes you to Super Mario. Personally, I'm a get hit, go back to Small Mario kind of guy. I'm happy that they kept that for, well, this is going to be odd. I'm going to start... Oh, wow! They must have run into time. I was going to say, I'm going to start using the roulette to get some time and get some power-ups to help. But yeah, in Mario World, what happens is, when you get a power-up, if you're anything but Small Mario, the power-up that you were previously goes into the item box. So if you get hit, you always go back down to Small Mario, but you also get that power-up that falls from the box. So technically, it's not sending you back if you get that power-up. But yeah, I like the Mario World power-up progression a lot. I like having the item box. You can do a lot of strategy, like, be Cape Mario, and then have a fire flower on the box. I think that's cool. But there you go, another victory. That's 2 in a row now. Here I was telling everyone how difficult and crazy it was going to be. And as you can see though, we're getting some more difficult levels. But I've had much crazier matches lately, so let's hope that as the night goes on, let's get some crazy ones going. And we're now 68 star. On the NES, you can't defeat a Bullet Bill with a shell, but strangely, you can defeat a Podobo, but it respawns. So you can defeat Podobos with shell on the NES, really? I guess that's something I've never ever thought about before. And yes, I do know that on the NES you can't defeat Bullet Bills with a shell, but I mean, they've changed other things, right? I feel like for Mario 35, that's something they probably should have changed. The POW design seems to be classic Mario Bros. Yeah, I think the POW block is cool. Like how in Mario Maker, they redesigned the Koopa shells in stun state to add more yellow by the shell legs. They should have kept that change here. Someone figured out, Devout Word Zero says, someone figured out that the title screen of Mario 1 and Lost Levels of the Game & Watch, if you beat any world past World 1, you can press B button at the title screen and choose that world. See, on both my first playthroughs, I beat the game, and by beating the game, it obviously lets you choose the world by default, so I didn't know that there was the progression like that. So say maybe you only beat the first 3 worlds, you could start from World 3, that's cool. On the vanilla Mario 2J, A plus start takes you to worlds A through D, only if you have 8 stars on the title screen though, and you get 1 star each time you beat the game, so you have to beat the game 8 times first. And then holding A and pressing start will take you to the 4 secret worlds, which is very cool. Famicom Mini number 21. I didn't know that the Famicom Mini saved high score. That's actually interesting. It also lets you save the game on top of that. Best version of Lost Levels is the Famicom Mini version. Yeah, like that's pretty cool. I haven't actually played too much of the Famicom Minis. I do own Lost Levels Famicom Mini. Just because I thought it'd be something neat to own, but I don't usually think to play those when when I want to play my classic Mario games. What were the results on that? Yeah, the clock was red so early. This game. It used to always be so late, but I guess that's because things are more fast-paced now. No, thank you, Shane M. I appreciate your library of Mario 1 knowledge. It's all great. Thank you so much, everyone, for the great chat that you have going on. So I actually went back recently to play Super Mario Bros. 2 on the Famicom Disk System, so the Super Mario Bros. 2J. And my disc never had any problems working before. And when I went back to play it, I just could not get it work. I kept getting a disk read error. So I guess my Mario 2 Japan just no longer works for some reason. Oh, the Famicom Disk System is so cool, yet so frustrating because just the discs damage so easily. You have to worry about the belts and the head and dirt and stuff, and it's just so unreliable. So I guess I can't play, officially anyway. I could probably still, hack together a ROM and stuff, but on the Famicom Disk System, my Mario 2J disc just does not work anymore. So I was kind of bummed to find that out. But it's also not a surprise because the Famicom Disk System is just way too finicky. I'm really happy that the NES never got a disk system because, like, oh, it's not fun to deal with it. And it's going to be really hard preserving those games for the future. Finding ones that are in good shape is just not always that easy. And even if you think it's in good shape, they're just like any disc where, maybe the first part works and then later on you got to, load part B or something like that and it doesn't work. So it kind of sucks. Hello, JVEG1990X. Welcome. You have yourself a backup disc. Yeah, I mean, that's the strategy, right? Just hoard as many of the different discs as you can. Because you never know when one might just go kaput. I actually have a device. It's really cool. That lets you play disk system ROMs on your disk system. So instead of, so you put the RAM adapter into the Famicom, and the other end of the RAM adapter plugs into this USB device, which you can load Famicom Disk System ROMs onto. So you don't even need a disk system to play Disk System ROMs. And I ended up using that to play Mario 2. It was kind of a shame. I mean, I like playing it on the official way. Flipping the disc around and stuff. I mean, it's just classic, but it's nice to have the ROM option as well. And I think that just, it's... I don't condone playing your games on ROMs. I like, of course, collecting the official things, but for something as finicky as the Famicom Disk System, I think that having that USB ROM stick option is just so great because it's just not fun dealing with how unreliable the Famicom Disk System can be. There are ways to replace the official disk system entirely. I can't tell if you mean like replace it with the official hardware or if you're talking about that ROM stick that I was just referring to. Because yeah, that just has like every single game loaded onto it and it's so convenient. Although I do love collecting disk system games too. Because I think that their packages are so cool. I think that the discs themselves are so neat too. It's just too bad that they're so unreliable and they don't even have like dust covers, so they're so prone to damage and such. I was trying to jump over him. You wish more emulators supported Nintendo's official disc swap patches. You'll have to elaborate on that one. I'm sorry, I don't entirely understand just off the top of my head. Alright, I see a Bowser coming up. Not entirely sure where. Right there, it looks like. Okay. Oh, I could have stopped and defeated them and sent them to someone else, but oh well. And that takes us back to 1-1. Oh, I was trying to do a thing. Every time I try to defeat Bowser with fireballs, it never ends well. And that's just because he's always firing in your face, and because he moves around so kind of strangely that it'd be hard to position yourself properly. Alright. I do want to read some comments, but there's just like no good opportunity to do so while I'm trying to play as fast as possible. Maybe that's my problem though. I'm too, much of a speedrunner in this, where I need to, maybe slow down a little bit. I'm always way ahead of everyone else. I don't know if there's like an advantage to that. I mean, I guess if I get to a level with Lakitu in it first, I can be the first person to send Lakitu to someone. That's kind of cool. Otherwise, maybe being the fastest isn't really all that advantageous, perhaps? Two-sided disk system games on Virtual Console are patched to swap disk sides automatically. I never thought about that, but that's actually pretty cool. But you're saying that emulators don't support that? Interesting. Or maybe I read the comment wrong. What's the comment here? I wish more emulators supported Nintendo's official disc swap patches. Yeah, interesting. Going fast in Mario 35 is a bad idea unless you have a star. Well, I guess it depends on, like, the level you're in. Because if you're in a level like a castle level where you have no opportunity to get more seconds, you don't want to loaf around too long either, or else you're going to run out of time. Wow, so we still have a lot of people alive here. Should I do the coin route, or should I just go nuts? I think we're gonna go for coins, because it's like, why not? We have so much time anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here, do a jump up here, and climb that vine. Don't let go of the up button. It's so strange, again, climbing vines in this game is that you can literally climb the air if you climb faster than the vine in the NES version, but they really felt the need to change that here for some reason, which again, is as mentioned in the chat, like, you can't kill bullet bills with shells in this game because you couldn't do that in the original. Yet I feel like that's something that they could have changed and it would have made a lot of sense. Considering that bullet bills are, they can be really any height in this game, so it would make sense if you could defeat them with a shell, I think. If they're gonna add high bouncing, which is kind of a more modern... shoot, I accidentally pressed the... No! Oh. What a dumb level to end up getting. I took my hand off the controller just to do one thing, and it ended up throwing me off, but... Alright, that was an interesting game. We weren't getting too many, like, super interesting levels in that one, though. Where's all those interesting levels I said we were going to be running into? 8th place. Let's get rid of that. Although now I can read the chat for a second. Yeah, see, there's a lot of things. You can't do the minus world shortcut or infinite lives cheat. So there's differences for sure. Mario can still dance on vines, though. I always remember back in the day when New Super Mario Bros. Was coming out for the Nintendo DS, and Nintendo had like a joke in Nintendo Power where like they compared what was better, Mario 1 or New Super Mario Bros. And one of the modes of comparison was, can you do the Mario on top of vines? And in Mario 1 you could. In New Super Mario Bros. You couldn't, so Mario 1 won that category because you can do the Mario on top of vines. So I've always thought about that. Hello, Evils, welcome. Hope you're doing well this evening. New Super Mario Bros. A great game though, and again, I mean, I always say, if they were going to create a collection of New Super Mario Bros. Games, I would have loved to have seen one that had like all 4 of them. Not just, you know, the collection that they put on the Switch, which was literally just Wii U one, plus the Luigi DLC. I have, since we last chatted, played through All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. And I did see what you meant about the mushroom stems look different in it. It's very freaky. The trees here also use the Mario 2 graphics for the stems. It's so, or the trunks. It's so strange, the kind of melding of Mario 1 and Mario 2 graphics that All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Uses. Very bizarre. And the worst part of All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Is that the mazes, so like the castle mazes in 4-4, oh darn, I'm talking, I didn't even get those coins, and 7-4 were changed up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what the patterns are, but it was kind of neat figuring out the new ones. It just took a life or two, I think, on 7-4, because I kept trying different things. Hello, creepy Joe Biden. Yes, All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Oh, I'm fumbling all over the place here. Although, as long as we're having fun, that's what's important, right? Yeah, All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Is really cool. I was really happy, again, to be able to play it after so long of not doing it, because I had no idea. And again, I have to thank you, Shane M., for telling me that there was actually such a good reason to check it out. For the longest time, I thought it was just a graphic swap, Mario 1. I didn't realize that it was more like Versus Super Mario Bros., where the levels were, swapped around and stuff. So it was a really cool experience, and I'm really happy I had the chance to do it. So thank you for letting me know of that. You saw a sealed copy on eBay for $1,500. Whoa. Yeah, definitely not a common game. It's not one that I own. Again, that was thanks to my Famicom Disk System ROM stick there. But, just investing a lot of money into Disk System games that can then just fail so easily does not sound like a good investment to me. As cool as they are to own. The most expensive Disk System game I've bought was Doki Doki Panic. Last time I was in Japan, I paid about 5,000 yen for it, so about $50 US. And Doki Doki Panic is just such a massive part of Nintendo history. It's something I've always wanted to own, so that was kind of the most I've ever bit the bullet for a Disk System game. But I do not have any intention on breaking the bank for a Disk System game that, one blip in your disk system or something like that and it shreds the disc or something. I've always had anxiety of the disc is loading and then the power goes out or something like that when that do not remove light is on. And it's like, well, there goes my disc. I can only imagine how that probably scratches it or something. Oh, they're just way too finicky. Even just, flipping the disc or loading it into the disk system, I'm always like, well, what if I, put it in and it's not straight or, it gets damaged that way. Yeah, they're just not fun to deal with. They're cool as heck, but they're not fun to deal with. But even on the shelf, they look like really aesthetically pleasing, so collecting them is fun. Just when they're not too expensive is better. We can all play All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Thanks to emulation. Indeed we can. Agreed. You'd think, I guess, with my massive video game collection, that I would be against emulation or something like that, but, you know, just have fun playing the games. I think that collecting is fun for its own reasons. Like, I don't just... Like, what's what I'm looking for? Collecting itself is fun, and that's how I've felt over the years. But I'm definitely not going to, you know, look down on anyone who's not playing the games officially. I was like, what? No, so if you can play the games for emulation and have a great time doing that, I say have all the fun you want. Where is he going? That was weird. Nice. Okay, well, I'm still having hammers thrown at me from off screen somewhere. I guess we'll do this again, although again, I don't have 400 seconds, so if the time ever speeds up, I mean, kind of a bad situation, but I'm kind of, you know, just feel like getting coins. I could try this glitch for cool effect when I get time. Stand on a platform on Mario 2, screen loops down like on A2, and see what happens. Like, but wouldn't I just go into the hole and die? You fall through the floor and loop on the ceiling. Interesting! I didn't know that. Well, thank you. I appreciate just hearing about all these interesting glitches. I should have just followed that shell and gotten the massive combo instead of taking the star. Oh boy. Although again, where's all these cool levels? We're seeing some really basic stuff here. I want like the 6-3s and the, you know, all the crazy levels that we were getting before. Anyone play the Super Pitfall 30th Anniversary hack? No, I have not. It's like the Super Pitfall NES game. Notorious for having the one song that plays almost the entire time and you have to jump all over the place to find invisible items. I would be very interested in seeing how a 30th Anniversary hack might change that. You're one of the few that knows that, because who would ever just want to stand on the platform and go into the hole, right? So that's really interesting. Thanks for letting us know. All Night Nippon fixes that release. Cool. They didn't fix the Minus World though. One thing I tried when I played it was I went to the Minus World. Well, actually, no. Sorry, what am I talking about? They did fix it because you can still go through the wall. It's not like in Versus Mario where they actually take some of the blocks out so that you can't do the pass-through wall trick. But when I passed through it, all it did was it took me to the end of 1-2 anyway. It didn't take me to another world, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if maybe, like, if I had done it more times, I would have gotten different results. Well, I'm having lots of enemies sent my way. Somebody does not like me. Alright, time is maxed out. It fixes all the problems with Super Pitfall. Alright, I'll have to look into that. Thank you very much for letting me know. Again, I just love the ROM hacking scene. I love that people will take these games that have sometimes been forgotten and just, you know, breathe new life into them. I think it's so great. Alright, 4-1. Let's get Lakitu going on here. Ugh. Okay, very good. And this is going to be great for lots of time. I saw that Hammer Brother, too. We even got Koopa coming up, but this shell should take care of that. And let's get some more coins. We have over 500 coins, which is pretty darn neat. Fortunately, I can't really do anything about that Lakitu up there. So I think we're probably just going to go into this pipe. And let's see if we can get this flower. in the original Mario, you can just run off that ledge and hold duck, and so easily sandwich yourself in there and get the power up. But in Mario 35, you have to do an awkward jump like that from the bottom. But oh well, I suppose it worked out in the end. And we don't really have any rush to beat the level. Again, time hasn't even sped up yet, so might as well get some coins. When I do the minus world... Oh, I can't look. Sorry. Gotta beat 7-4. Although I do definitely want to read all those comments. We want to do bottom, middle, top, I think. Again, the last thing I've actually played is like All Night Nippon, so I'm kind of used to that now. Oh, weird. And wow, Hammer Brothers on the top of the screen. That is cool. Alright, so that was bottom, middle, top. And then I think we want to do top, middle, top. Wow, this is so strange having all these enemies here ganging up on us. Top, middle, and top, I think. And there you go, that was correct. Ugh! Again, I always look like I'm going to be so cool at the end, and then I get hit by something. And 5-1. There's actually no power-up in this level, so I guess we'll have to get our own. With the roulette. Oh, I kicked the wrong way. Let's use the roulette again. I mean, saying there's no power-up in this level, there's technically a star, which I guess is a power-up. And I just seem to, you know, keep wanting to take a hit in this level for some reason. And we got a mushroom. 1-up mushroom, that is. It is getting crazy a little, yes. Oh, time is red now. You know, I have so many coins, I'm not going to risk it. Let's get another power-up. Alright, Fire Flower, let's do this now. Down to 5 people. Again, where's all the really cool levels, though? I want more 6-3 and levels from World 8. That'd be awesome. Oh, I wish I had kicked that. And that one, but oh well. Okay, it's okay. I have lots of money. That's why, you know, now's the time for me to use all that money I've collected. Don't worry about taking a hit here and there. And back to 1-1. Alright, this is going to be great. Kicking this shell should get me a ton of time. I don't care if I take a hit, just get that time. There you go. Almost up to 400 again. But again, it's going to be counting down really fast because of that. Wow. I just have bad luck, you know, landing my jumps tonight for some reason. And 4-3, okay. This is where we messed up last time. I get an actual power-up, thank you. Yeah, so this is what Shane's talking about in All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. The white stem of the mushrooms has this really weird, like, bumpy texture to it in that game. It actually looks really strange. I'm not sure why they would change that, but... And another thing I thought was really funny about All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Is it changes the ground graphics to look like the Mario 2 ground graphics, but it doesn't change the brick graphics to look like Mario 2 brick graphics. Like, it's just so strange seeing those two things from conflicting games together. Sorry, I'm gonna have a lot of your comments to read, Shane M, after this match. Okay, it's gonna come down to the wire here in terms of time. I don't really have like many ways of building up much more time, unfortunately. Let's go to a good level. 4-1 again, huh? Where did Lack 2 ever end up from last time? I don't even have anything to, like, you know, hit here. This is a great place to get a, you know, a shell that you can kick and sometimes get a massive combo, but my time is just running out and I have nothing to do that, you know, to solve that problem with. I guess I can keep using my money. Get out from under there. It's so strange that if you let go of down, it doesn't just push you out like it normally would in the Mario game. You kind of have to jump out yourself. Ooh, look at this. Lakitu. This is the kind of intense battle I want, but now I'm running out of time and have nothing I can do about it. Yeah, that was cool. Alright. Keep mashing that button. Well, this is going to be a great place to kick a shell and get some time. Come here, Koopa Troopa. Oh, the POW block ruined it! Darn it! Oh, and another POW block! You know, when you don't want those things is when you get them. Oh, okay, that wasn't my best battle, but again, that's the kind of intensity I want. It just came way too late in the match when I almost had no time left. How are these other people still going? And we've completed all the daily challenges. Like, how do they still have 300 time? Look how fast it's going. This guy's dead. So dead. And there you go. I was beat by 2 people, though, who are, like, way up there. And that's what I'm talking about. This is when the people with the high levels come out. Ugh, we're definitely going to do that again as I catch up on some comments here, though. Try this when you do the minus world in All Night Nippon. Lose to the piranha plants at the 1-2 screen, and you start on 1-2, but it's really 1-1 with piranha plants. Really? Really? That sounds so cool. And who would even think of that? So thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I'll definitely try that. How am I so good at Mario 35? Devout Word Zero asks. I'm not that good. I just have lots of practice. Thank you. You can't wrap your head around the slower running and jumping. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's this like little, you know, physics quirks there. Hey guys, look back at the start of 5-1, only X1 stage after X4 to have a small castle. It doesn't change mountains either in All Night Nippon. And they replaced fence with stages in 2-1 with the microphones. Yes, that's true. You have to take the minus world pipe in All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. For it to work. Yes! Actually, I would know that because I messed up the minus world trick a couple times when trying to do it, where I accidentally broke the block closest to the wall. So I just went through the pipe and defeated myself using that piranha plant. But I didn't do that when I, you know, ended up finally actually getting the trick to work. So I'll do that next time. Thank you. Oh, hope you're all having fun though. Thanks for joining me this evening. Alright, here we go again. Let's see what kind of crazy levels we get this time. Let's have more of those ones that start with, like, World 8. Unskippable 8-4 as the second level. That's what I want to see. But it's amazing to think that we saw in the last match when I was spectating that somebody had like 20 seconds left and the other person still had over 300 seconds left. How do you do that? How can one person have so much more time than the other? And I mean, I ran out of time too. Here we go, a World 6 level right off the bat. That's cool. See, this is what I want to see. You know, this is the kind of thing that, you know, mixes it up from what we normally expect to see. You think 6-3 will come next? That'd be awesome. Ooh, I didn't mean to accidentally hit that guy. Since we have the opportunity to, we might as well get some coins here. So next week's going to be an interesting week on my channel. Thank you to everyone who joined in for my 30 days of Game & Watch. It's crazy to think that, you know, I did all this preparation for it back when it was first starting, and now it's just suddenly all over. It was a really fast month. But next week, I was originally going to do a playthrough of a fan game called Donkey Kong Country 4, and you'll see in the video why that didn't end up working out the way I had planned for it to. But I do also, after Donkey Kong Country 4, we'll be starting another Let's Play next week. That was going to happen after Donkey Kong Country 4 anyway, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And I also have a console review and unboxing, which should be out next week. So hope everyone enjoys those. Cheap Cheeps in this game are really timed so that if... Ooh, that was, my fingers had to do some weird things there to hit that piranha plant, and then I was like afraid I wasn't going to press the jump button in time and do a very embarrassing run right into the hole. Thankfully it didn't work out like that. But yeah, Cheap Cheeps I feel are much more likely to hit you while you're running in this game. Mach 2 originally had a different behavior where it could throw Spinies diagonally and faster than Mario's X horizontal speed. I remember seeing that, yes. But it went unused. Probably for the best. It would have been very difficult to deal with that. Would have been cool if they brought that back like here though or something like that. But, you know, Lakitus are already pretty difficult to deal with when you have more than one on screen, so maybe it's for the best. Did I get my hands on a PS5 or Xbox Series X? No, I did not. I do not intend to be early adopters of either of those consoles, and we'll see how they go from here. Right now, I know that like all the stores are sold out, and you'd have to go to a scalper. I think I saw someone trying to get like $1,000 for one. So yeah, not something I'm too worried about at the moment. We'll see what games come out for it though, if there's like any exclusives. The best part of this generation has been that Nintendo has gotten a lot of the third-party games again, where back in the Wii days and the Wii U days, they didn't. You really had to have a PlayStation console or an Xbox console to get a lot of the good third-party games, but the Switch has really gotten a lot of those third parties back. So for as long as there's third-party games coming to the Switch and there's not like any exclusives I want on either of those consoles, I'm not going to be in a rush to pick either of them up, I don't think. Do they have Black Friday in Canada? Shane M asks. And the answer to that question is, until maybe 5 or so years ago, maybe a little before that, Black Friday was something that we had never heard of up here in Canada. But what happened was, since it's a thing in the US, people would always go to the United States to try and get their deals, and then the companies up here said, well, you know, we're losing sales because everyone's going down to the US to buy stuff. So because of that, Black Friday then became, you know, a somewhat big deal up here. It's not as big of a deal in the, as it is in the US. You're not going to find videos of people up here in Canada, you know, stomping on people's faces trying to get stuff for Black Friday sales up here. I know that kind of happens down there, but... so yeah, we have Black Friday, but it's not as intense as the United States' one, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that answers your question. Oh wait, no, it's not it's this one. There we go. I always get it mixed up. It was actually the other way around in All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros., where the first set of blocks had the mushroom on the second from the left, and you know it was switched where this one is second from the left, but in All Night Nippon Bros. Whoa! 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 When you're in the zone and that suddenly pops up, that's not fun. I guess the server might have reset or something like that? Lame. I guess it gives me a chance to read the comments though. I was having a lot of fun with that one. We even just found 8-3. I've been asking for World 8 levels. And of course it had the break. Yeah, the scalpers are asking for a lot for sure. So yeah, I don't plan to be an early adopter of that console at the moment. The last console I got on launch day was actually the 3DS. And people weren't even like lined up for that. I was just able to walk into the store and get one. Cool fact. Did you know in All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. For 8-3 they added 3 coins above the power-up. You have to get them first before the power-up or else you miss the power-up. No, I didn't notice that. Hello, the Golden Block. Welcome. You just missed the server crash or something like that, unfortunately. So now we have to start a new game, even though the one we were playing was actually going very well. Why does that happen to your internet lag? Devoutword0 says. So maybe it was like a worldwide internet blip. How about that YouTube glitch the other day where no videos would load? That was weird, huh? Similar to B3 and Mario 2J. Can't say I remember any instances where you have to collect coins before a power-up will appear. If that is true, then I guess haven't been paying enough attention. So if you hit the block with the power-up with the 3 coins still above, the coin animation shows but no power-up. Really? I don't know that I've ever noticed that. You got second last game you played. Congratulations! First is within your grasp. Although, as I've been saying though, it's only getting more difficult to get first as people get better, as the more casual people stop playing and the pros kind of take over. So, you know, you have an uphill battle, but I know you can do it. I had no idea that was a thing in Mario 1. I've learned a lot about Mario 1 over the last while, which again, it's a game I've played, you know, for over 25 years at this point, and yet I'm still learning new things about it, which I think is just so fantastic. Alright, underwater time, here we go! Ugh. This current over the water. Okay, Shaynam, here's a question for you. What the heck is up with that current? Who thought that was a good idea? Like, why? It's just, like, the most frustrating thing. The 3 coins are only in... And, yeah, they're not in, 1... And I don't think they're in versus Super Mario Brothers either. Oh, I don't know how I messed that jump up. And back to 1-1. Which should always be an easy power-up, but you know, the time I say that will be the time that I mess up and somehow run right into that Goomba. Wait, All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers has a B3 as well? Huh. I never even thought about that. You know, also, All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers blows my mind. Because it's just so strange, and yet it's so obscure. I never even thought about it also having an A through D world. More excuse to have to play it more times, I guess. Which, I mean, it's cool, so why not, right? Maybe we'll have to stream that at some point. Most people probably haven't seen it. What Mario game do you want an official remake of? I personally want to see Hotel Mario or Mario 1. Hotel Mario, another game I hope to stream at some point. It's so bad. So in a remaster, would you like to see like HD cutscenes or something like that? Oh, Hotel Mario is just not fun. I'd rather play the Zelda games than Hotel Mario on CDI. So in All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros., are worlds A through D the same as in Mario 2J? Or are they mixed up a bit as well? I know you just said that, you know, some of the B levels are the same. Alright, let's change this to attackers, because I find if you change it so that, you know, you're on the attacker mode, usually the attackers have it on that mode too, and you can get, you know, some pretty crazy stuff going, but I don't want these basic levels. I want ones from World 8, but the last time we got a level from World 8, the game crashed. You personally believe that any game can be great, and I mean, you know, Hotel Mario is probably a lot more fun if I'm streaming it and we're all having a good laugh together. Hotel Mario is not fun if I'm playing it alone and just, you know, dealing with this annoying game all by myself without anyone to share it with. There's 6-3, but unfortunately it's completely skippable with the warp zone. Too bad. If only that 1-1 was in the middle and the 6-3 was on the left. I want to see people deal with 6-3. It's always funny. Maybe we'll try the special mode again, then they won't have any choice. After this game, we'll try the special mode one more time. Hello, Big Phil. Welcome. We started streaming maybe about an hour ago. I don't intend to stop too soon though, so thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy the rest of the stream and you're having an excellent day and or evening. As the title says though, it's currently after midnight here. Nothing wrong with playing some games at night. A new... okay. Darn, I really want to read that comment. There's another multi-coin block coming up. I'll try to read it there. Whoa, that was cool. Bouncing right between those two. Okay. Also added a 10 coin block to C3 by the end and a new glitch. A new bonus to D2 that takes you to 8-1. Yeah, because that's weird. It would take you to 8-1, but that's not in... you know, the set of 4 bonus worlds. So what happens if you go back to 8-1 and then beat the game? That's strange. Alright, here comes a Funky Time bridge level. And the clock just turned red, so time's going to be taking out very quickly now. Alright, there goes the fire. Now we just gotta jump our way through. Oh, that was an excellent kick. That just gave me so much time. Yeah, shells on bridge levels are usually great. Alright, here we go. I was hoping maybe I could hit that shell and it would, you know, hit Lakitu, but okay, here we go, and I'm gonna kick this guy, and it's gonna be time all over the place. And darn it, I was hoping not to get hit. Okay, there we go. Interesting. Can I reach you up here? Yes, just barely. I'm gonna go down here and get that power up. Yes, nice. Hello, Alexander. Welcome back. Hope your work is going well. Thank you for joining. Alright, back to 1-1 again. Now we got lots of spinies. Let's kick this, get some time through that. I definitely want the fire flower. Where's everyone else dealing with? Have other people gotten the 4-1 yet, I wonder? Get over here. Hopefully this should be a great spot to get some time up here on the right after this gap. Usually a great place to kick a shell and get some good time combos going. I'm not even worried about spending some time getting coins, because I just think this is going to be so great. It was pretty good. Unfortunately, my my fireball ended up wrecking the shell combo, but there you go, perfect. Ugh, I wanted the real power up. Alright, let's see here. Very good. Okay, we're gonna need to keep building up some time here. Is it worth it to like jump on a whole bunch of Goombas to get time, or am I just losing time at this rate more than I'm making it? It's funny that the time was already red before we were even down to like the last 5 people. Perfect. Oh, how did I run right underneath the star? How does that happen? Thankfully we got lots of money, so we can just keep using power-ups. And POW block, no! That's gonna be worth 15 seconds, so I guess that's fine. Where's all the enemies that I could kick and, you know, get massive combos with this shell? Alright, down to 3 remaining. I see someone's actually playing as Luigi down there. And my rule when someone's playing as Luigi is usually to target them, because they are showing off that they have beaten all the levels. And it's just like, that will teach them a lesson for showing off. But wow, 6-1. Interesting. We never, I don't think, visited that. Maybe everyone's just a little bit ahead of me. I see the person on the right's also at 6-1 now. Why am I getting coins? It's just kind of a habit at this point. Yeah, no 6-1 for us. Interesting. And Mel, I really don't want a water level. So here we go. Interesting, interesting. Wow! Okay then, cool. That's the match. I was sure I was going to run out of time, but somehow I had more than everyone else, even though I was doing some silly things there. Cool. Alright, let's see the comments. So apparently 8-1 Super Mario Bros. 2J. So wow, it takes you to 8-1 from Mario 2J. And that's inside All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros., but it's actually unused? So then you can replay, so after that you can play World 8 from Mario 2J and beat the game that way? That's actually really cool. It's technically like a secret world then. Thank you, Alexander. Yes, hope you're having a great time at home and relaxing. D3 All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Also adds a second power-up before the second bullet build group, where the bottom row of blocks are. Cool. Alright. And that takes us up to level 69. Wow, we beat someone who was level 94 star. Cool. What were the results on that one? Only 13 minutes. You don't get too many matches anymore that go like 20 minutes. I'll be back in just 1 second. And we're back. Thank you for waiting. See any comments? I believe 8-1 in Mario 1 is 19 screens long, the longest level. It's funny, it's the longest level, it doesn't have much time, and there's no power-ups. I love 8-1 in Mario 1. 8-2 in Mario 2 is probably still harder though. It'd be a shame if they don't keep this game after March. I completely agree, Alexander. Cool. After D2, if you beat that level, you move on to 8-3 or D3. Cool. All right, let's jump back into the game. Let's hope for some crazy levels this time. Again, let's see some World 8 levels, but not have it crash afterwards or disconnect. Thank you to everyone who's sticking around tonight, though. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you, the real Sean W. Stewart. I appreciate that. I'm just hoping we see some of those cool levels, because I have just commented so much over 1-1 and 1-2. I've beaten level 1-1 like 700 times at this point, and a lot of those have been on video, so I think we've exhausted the list of topics available in 1-1. Thank you, Shane M. Shane M, I made you a moderator because you are always viewing the streams and you're very active in the chat. So the wrench means that you have the ability to remove any kind of suspicious messages that may pop up. My chats have always been very good for having, very awesome chats and things, but I just thought I'd put that there. If you don't want the moderator status, I can definitely remove it, but since you're always so active in it, I just thought, you never know what might happen, so yeah, you can, moderate things if you wish to. Thank you so much. And thank you always for, dropping, tips and such on Mario 1 into the chat. There's just so many fascinating things about this game and Mario 2 and All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers. So, yeah, and I'm sure many others really appreciate you sharing those. So, thank you. Alright here, I guess we'll just do 2-1, no reason to... of course, we've talked about this before, but when it comes to the warp zones, it works just like the warp zones in the normal Mario. So the one on the far right is like the first one that will show up, and then as you go to the left in terms of pipes, that's later on in the game. So by going to the far left pipe, you skip those 2 levels on the right. And since the center one was 1-3, going into the one on the far right would have meant that the level following it would have been 1-3. So by going into the pipe on the far left, we just get to skip all of that, and that sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm really happy that my channel can be a place where, really nice, polite people come and join and talk about gaming. So thank you all for making it that kind of place. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to, have such kind and nice people watch my videos, check out my content, comment on them, and it's just so much fun interacting with all of you. And that's really the best part of YouTube and, doing something like this, I think, is being able to interact in that way. Yeah, enemies can bounce on springs in this game, unlike in the other ones. That was really a thing that Mario Maker started. Because in other Mario games... Ooh, should we do 4-1 and get some Lakitu into the mix? I think we should. But yeah, because springboards are normally sprites. And typically in older video games, sprites do not interact with other sprites, which is why like a floating platform is a sprite. And, an enemy usually can't ride on top of that floating platform because there's no sprite-on-sprite interaction for it. But yeah, starting with like Mario Maker, enemies now do interact with springs and they'll usually bounce off them and such. Yeah, there can be rude comments sometimes, but that's how the internet goes. Sometimes people just... feel like saying mean things is funny or, it makes them a better person or something like that. I don't know, but I'm just so proud of, everyone who watches my my channel. So thank you for keeping it a great place. That was actually really cool. I did all that fireball shooting while on top of Bowser. Ooh, so here we go. People are passing Lakitu back and forth. I like this. This is what I want. I want to see a game where I have like, 20 Lakitus on screen. I did have a really intense one If this game doesn't get pretty intense, I'll show you all a video I took of a match I had once where I had a lot of Lakitus on screen. That's what I want to see. That's the kind of thing I was hoping we'd have on stream tonight. So far, I know my title maybe is a little bit misleading. We've had some epic matches, but, I want it to be even more epic. I'm wondering if it's because it's a weekend night. So you don't get, as many pro players as if I play during a weeknight, this time in the morning. I feel like I get so much more. But on the weekend, maybe it's because, there's still a lot more of the more casual players up late since, they don't have to get up on Sunday. I don't know. I'm just coming up with random logic that makes no sense. You love that you were on a Game & Watch frenzy and found this channel. Thank you so much. It's so, it makes me so happy to hear that people found my channel through my 30 days of Game & Watch. It means a lot to hear that, people enjoyed that and found my channel and subscribed through it. So thank you very much. Happy you enjoyed it. What was my favorite Mario game and favorite game of all time? Wow, you're asking the real questions now. Okay. And the reason that's a tough question. And here's why. If we're talking official Super Mario Brothers game, then Mario Sunshine. I love the atmosphere, I love the levels, I love the challenge. It's probably one of the most difficult official Mario games out there, especially in, more modern times. Like Mario 2J is really tough, but you expect NES games to be tough. Mario Sunshine is tough, but it was released this millennium, and you don't get too many really tough Mario games, that late in the game, I don't think. So I really like Mario Sunshine. If we're talking also unofficial Mario games, my favorite Mario thing of all time, 8-4? Oh, but I get to skip over it because of the warp zone. I mean, there's no reason to make things more hard on myself. My favorite Mario thing of all time is a Super Nintendo Super Mario World ROM hack called Colossus. It is just some of the best Mario I have ever played in my life. I love the challenge, I love the levels, I had so much fun playing that legitimately. No save states, just, all skill. And it took me months to beat it. Because there was one level I spent 2 months on, just whenever I had some free time, I'd chip away at it a little bit, getting a little bit better, and I just have fonder memories of playing that ROM hack than almost any other game in my life. It was just so much fun. So that's my answer for that. My favorite Mario game of all time being a ROM hack is kind of a strange answer, but sometimes the fans just know what's good, and I gotta give them credit when they do. Oh, that was a lame landing. Ooh, we gotta do 8-3 this time, everybody. Let's go. Here we go. People picking some good levels, and I mean, if we have Lakitu here, that'd be crazy. As for my favorite game of all time, I absolutely love Star Tropics on the NES. Growing up on, with Star Tropics, just the adventure, the story, it shaped my life, no doubt. Just the incredible things that game does. It is so difficult. The music is great, the graphics are great. I love everything about Star Tropics. But despite that, it's probably not my favorite game of all time. It's one of the most... It is the most important game to me. That's without a doubt. But, it's amazing, but it's a little short. And if I had to get stranded on an island, even though it's my, one of my all-time favorite games, I probably wouldn't take it with me just because I would beat it so quickly. And again, I've played it so many times, I could keep playing it, but a game that I think really has the complete package is Mega Man Battle Network 3, is probably what I would call my all-time favorite video game. I love just everything about it. I love the battles, I love the gameplay, I love the music, story, characters, replayability. The post-game is as long as the main game, which is already super long. I have played so much Mega Man Battle Network 3 it's probably my all-time favorite game. And I can just keep going back and playing it over and over and over and over again and never, ever, ever get tired of it. So I think that's, a good definition of a game that is your favorite. Something that you can just play forever. And of course, Star Tropics, again, like that too. And while it's the most important video game to me, I just think that Battle Network 3 is the complete package, where Star Tropics is maybe missing, the length factor. that makes me love Battle Network 3 more, and again, just the gameplay in Battle Network 3 is so good. I love Mega Man Battle Network series overall. Obviously one of my all-time favorite series, if my favorite game of all time is from it. Now, what is going on here? We're down to 2 people. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just telling my whole life story here. I have a spectator at the bottom now. Let's go. And that person's running out of time. Hey, heck yeah. There you go. Okay, I have not read any of the comments since I started answering the question about what my favorite game is, so let's go back and do that. I've seen that glitch, Shane M, where the spring part of the spring doesn't load. Yeah, and you can get stuck in it. I have seen that back in the day when I tried to do some Mario 1 ROM hacking. I mean, of course, you always want to put as many enemies on screen as possible, but back then I didn't really understand sprite limits and such, so I have seen that glitch, and it is a weird one. You know in Vanilla Mario 1, if you stomp on Lakitu, it would respawn 8 pixels higher? No, I did not know that. Thank you, sorry, I'm getting comments confused here. Yes, thank you, Alexander. I'm really happy that you liked the Game & Watch month. I had a lot of fun making it too, so I'm happy to see that the response was so good. Online Super Mario Bros. Fixes the springboard glitch. Tropics was a unique game where Westerners can truly say, the grass is greener for once. US having an exclusive. Absolutely. How often does that happen? Friday the 13th, NES Devout Word Zero says for their worst game ever played. Young Justice on 3DS, Alexander says, another win, Shane M. Yes, thank you. The Golden Block says they've never played a bad game. And I understand, like, bad is very objective, right? Like, a game that I think is bad, maybe you won't think it's bad. I can guarantee that there's a game I like that you won't like. Or rather, your perception of it has been tainted by what the internet has said. And that is Deadly Towers. I love Deadly Towers on the NES. But just nobody else does. And I feel like a lot of people don't like it and they haven't even really played it. But I have played Deadly Towers all the way through. Not in a single sitting, I used the passwords, but I did do it obviously without any cheats, or glitches, or save states. And I just had such a blast playing through Deadly Towers, because it was 2018. September 2018, I sat down and I said, you know, I've played this myself, I played the beginning, and it's a little rough. But I feel like it should be better. Like, I feel like if I just give it some time, maybe it'll get better. And it did. I really had a lot of fun with Deadly Towers after I got into it. Do I plan on that, Alexander? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't have any plans for that at the moment. Alexander can name some bad movies too. I mean, of course, there's good movies, there's bad movies. But it's objective again too, right? Alright, let's win again. Let's get some really intense levels going here. More World 8, please. The Tetris video was great with your dad. Well, thank you. Really happy you liked that. Yeah, it was a very overdue follow-up to the video where I played Mario 3 with my mom. Oh, I botched the jump. Alright, wow, that's cool. Go right from 1-1 to 1-4. I can imagine a lot of people are going to be flubbing up this level. So I expect a lot of death sounds once the people start getting to it. Nice, bounce back. It's so strange how the shell can go off screen and yet still bounce back like that. I love that. Sorry, Alexander. I see you've sent a few comments. I'm trying to look over at them here. And wow, I'm just never getting any kind of opportunity to do that. I was hoping for a level where maybe there was a multi-coin block or something. Nobody is sending me anything. Let's change to attackers. Oh, my thumb hit the X button by accident. I got an absolutely useless power block for a waste of 20 coins. I can never do that. I understand privacy, but I feel like no one would ever say anything bad about your family. Well, I appreciate that, Alexander. Thank you. You know, I'm sure nobody would. But yeah, I believe probably doesn't really want to do that kind of thing. And I mean, you could really tell with the video with my dad. It's funny. He's kind of you know, he was definitely kind of shy and nervous too. It's not easy playing games while you know, you're commentating on them. It's a skill that takes a while to get used to. And even then, I still sometimes you know, I'm not so good at it. So, you know, like right now. But yeah. So, takes some getting used to. But I understand, not everybody really wants to be on camera. It's funny though, my dad actually has been a background actor in movies before. Fortunately, we didn't have the chance to talk about that in the video. But there's some like really, really old movies. Well, not really old, but from like last decade. Actually, it's not even true anymore. Maybe like 2 decades ago. I think it was like early 2000s-ish. He was in some movies that you can actually see him in the background. He used to do some background acting. So I've heard some cool stories about that. So yeah, in those cases, he was on camera. But, you know, you didn't have to do like any talking lines or anything like that. Star Wars the Alexander, you may or may not believe this, but when you said there's bad movies, and I made the comment about, you know, there's objectiveness, like, you know, maybe there's some bad and some aren't. The first movie that comes to my mind when I hear someone talk about bad movies is Star Wars The Last Jedi. Maybe there's people out there who like it, but as someone who also can appreciate the Star Wars movies, it was a huge disappointment. In my mind. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but in my mind, Star Wars The Last Jedi is the definition of a bad movie. Sorry if you're someone who likes it. Yeah, I think everybody tried to like it, Alexander. Nobody wanted... See, that's the thing. People dislike The Last Jedi. And it's like, well, you know, you're just... You know, you're being mean or something like that. I don't think anybody wants to dislike The Last Jedi. I would much prefer that Star Wars Episode 8 was a good movie than to, you know, not like it. And I don't think there's anybody who just is like, well, I don't feel like liking Star Wars Episode 8. I wish it was good. And I think a lot of Star Wars fans do. I don't think anybody's hating on it because it's fun. I'm pretty sure people would have been much happier with, you know, a good sequel trilogy than just to have something that they don't like because it's fun or something. Alright, we got 6-4, so we get all the interesting kind of extra fire bars and such. Oh no. Can I please get a power-up that is actually... There we go, fine. That works. Although, wow, we're running out of coins. Where is all the money this round? Ugh. This isn't good. Please be a level where I can get an easy mushroom at the beginning. 1, 2, sure. And we have enough for another roulette. Nice. Bowser's feet move a frame slower than in Mario 1. In Mario 35? Weird. See, that's it, and that's what I'm talking about it being objective. Some of the reviews are super high for The Last Jedi, but I wonder if those people were like Star Wars fans before the movies, or if they were kind of just, you know, jumping on at that point, and, you know, maybe as someone who hasn't been a Star Wars fan for years, you know, they probably see it differently than people who, you know, were really excited for the movie, right? Kind of like how Super Mario Party. People can really like that game. Personally, I don't, because I was a huge fan of the earlier Mario Party games, which I think are way better. But maybe people who haven't played those, you know, N64 Mario Parties don't realize? What? That's so weird. You know, just kind of what they're missing out on by playing Super Mario Party. Again, the objectiveness and, like, what's good, what's bad is always going to be haunting you there, but I think it's more important to talk about what we like and what we dislike, rather than what is good and what is bad, because, you know, that kind of takes the objectiveness out of it, or rather, you know, it makes it clear that, ugh, I don't like this at all. Nice. You know, that it's our opinion. Where if I just call, you know, a certain game bad, well, you know, other people are going to like that game and probably not like that opinion. But if I say I don't like that game, I don't really like Paper Mario Sticker Star, you know, I'm not calling it a bad game, because obviously there's going to be people out there who think it's a great game, and it just shows that we all have different tastes. There's 6-3, although we're going to be skipping right over it. At least we have lots of coins now, though. Yeah, I mean, of course you're allowed to disagree. If, you know, if someone likes it and you don't, totally fine. This has now become the official Star Wars channel. No, I love it. Whoa! That was lame. And I finally get a level that I like, and I just take a weird hit and go right down the hole. I didn't realize that the star was ending. Alright, let's see what comments we got. LJS is AVGN's least favorite, period. LJN? Like the LJN games? Or is there an abbreviation for LJS I'm forgetting? If there is, please feel free to remind me. If you get the 1-up in 1-2 there, you should get... Yes. Yeah, the golden block. Like, you're absolutely allowed to like Sticker Star, and I'm sure... Like, see, that's the key, right? Is that you didn't play the earlier Paper Mario games, so you're gonna have a much different opinion of it than someone who has been playing Paper Mario since, like, the first one came out. Okay, yeah, LJN Shane M, yes. Yeah, and everything they did in The Last Jedi was like, what? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's great, though, to hear that, yeah, people are enjoying Sticker Star. It's just not what I was looking for. It's a very different game from the other ones, and I just wish that if they were going to make a game that was so different, they would, you know, at some point maybe go back and kind of revisit what they did with the originals, instead of just completely scrapping those ideas. The Super Paper Mario was already kind of a spin-off, right? So we're like, okay, so after this we'll go back to the usual Paper Mario formula, right? And then it's just like, well, I guess we're never seeing that again now. Oh no, my shell disappeared. I didn't get that cool bounce back like I usually do. We'll do a few more rounds and maybe call it a night, we'll see. What time is it anyway? 1:30 here. We've been streaming for about 2 hours now, so maybe another half an hour or so. The Wiggler story? Yeah, there's like... That's the thing about the Paper Mario games, is that they have like a little bit of story to them, but it feels so like kind of confined to each chapter, rather than being like a big overarching story. I really like the X-Nauts and, you know, the mystery of what's behind the 1,000-year door in, you know, the earlier Paper Mario games that you just don't get from the later ones, I feel. Everything's just very like, okay, here's the problem, alright, let's wrap it up, and then move on to the next one, where... I like the story a lot from 1,000-Year Door. And I even like the story as well from Super Paper Mario, even if maybe there's too much of it at times. Mario Party Island Tour. Yeah, there's a whole kind of like slew of interesting Mario Party games around that time. I can't say I've really spent too much time with any of them. Again, the earlier Mario Party games are definitely my jam. But if you have some fun with those newer ones, then that's great too. I just think the biggest disappointment is that Mario Party The Best 100 didn't have any boards to go along with it. Like, that's what that should have been. The Best 100 minigames with like the best 10-20 boards or something like that. That would have been absolutely awesome. And, you know, add some online functionality, make it for Switch instead of 3DS. That's the game I want. So they have red piranha plants, but only in upside down form. That must be in the worlds I haven't seen yet then. Because again, I haven't beaten the game 8 times, so I didn't get to see those. Lokozaki, welcome! Thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope you're doing well. Alright, we're now 4-2, another level with warp zones in it. Okay, let's do this. Still would like to get some more time, though. Oh, I wish I'd kicked that the other way. It's so strange kicking shells in this game and having bricks break. Or that's not an interaction that exists in the original. B1 uses 5-1 from Mario 2J, and no wind. Interesting. Can I get like a massive combo here from all this bouncing? Yes, I can. Nice. Oh yes, this will be a great way to defeat Bowser if I can just do a thing like that. Yes. Although I still took a hit, darn it. All Night Nippon is similar to the For Super players. I agree, that's interesting. How, you know, it doesn't have wind and such. It really just kind of uses those basic Mario 1 things, except, as you said, it does add in red piranha plants, so... Huh. How do I always manage to just jump right between the guys? There we go. You should make a new Mario game where each level is progression of Mario. Sorry, I can't read your entire comment because I have to concentrate on getting over these holes. Level 1 is NES graphics, but New World. Level 2 is Mario 2. Level 3, Mario 3 sprites, etc. That would be fun. There's a ROM hack called Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix, and it kind of does a thing like that where it tries to, you know, replicate elements from each of the Mario games. Personally, it was never my favorite ROM hack, but might be worth looking into. It's kind of something like what you're describing there. And that's Mario 3 Mix. So instead of remix, it's like 3 Mix. You're welcome, hope you like it. Yeah, we'll probably have to stream this again on another night, because it's funny, this... Whoa, it could bullet to the face all of a sudden. It really knew where to place that. Man, there just has not been as many levels as I'm used to. Like, that have all of the cool things like Lakitu and such. We have had a few, like World 7, World 8 levels, but they're very few and far between. Where it feels like every other night that I haven't streamed this that I've played it, I've gotten such an interesting variety. So I'll probably have to do it on a weeknight sometime, so I apologize for anybody who probably won't be able to watch it because they have work or such the next day, but... Ugh, still kind of a scary jump. You get more bounce physics in All Night Super Mario Bros. If you jump on a red flying Koopa Paratroopa or a green horizontal flying Paratroopa. Bounce physics, yes, they were taken from Mario 2J, that's correct. So it's really neat kind of playing Mario 1 like that. So the entirety of the first world in All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Is nighttime, right? Where in, you know, like, obviously it's daytime in the originals. I thought the whole game was going to be nighttime, because it's called All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. I know that the name comes from the radio show, but I was really looking forward to every single level being night, and I was disappointed when it wasn't. Seven 4, let's do this. Bottom, middle, up. And it's so much easier when there's no enemies bothering us. Although I'm not getting any time back either, though. And the clock just turned red. Ouch. Alright, so I just switched to attackers, and now I'm going to be targeted by everybody. Which is bad, but it's also good because it gives me lots of opportunity to get more time. Should've just defeated Bowser with the fireballs. There you go. I just sent Bowser to somebody who's playing through treetop levels. Alright, here we go. 8-1. I'm excited for this. Unfortunately, no way to get more, and there you go, the shell didn't defeat the bullet bill. Alright, roulette time. But yes, this is what I've been waiting for, the more up there levels. I enjoy this. And suddenly people are getting knocked off like crazy. I know that there's a coin in there, but, like, I'm more worried about time right now than I am coins. Where is everybody else? They're nowhere near where I am in terms of level. I think both the people that I sent Bowser's to died. Unfortunately, I didn't get a KO from either of them, but maybe I contributed to their deaths in some way. For the better or for worse. Okay, I really need to, you know, jump up these stairs faster, but I don't want to risk it. And that takes us to, once again, 7-4. Wow, this is odd. Power up, please. Thank you. It always feels better to be powered up, and wow! I can't do anything about that. There we go. And I power up again. Nice. Yeah, they're way behind where I was at. Someone's even on like level 5-2. I don't think we did 5-2 in this playthrough. Nice! Just barely got there. Okay. And 4-1. It's Lakitu time, everybody, in case things weren't intense enough already. Sure, that just means it's worth time now. Nice. Oh, come on! I didn't think my momentum was going to take me into that, but here's a great opportunity to get some time. Yes, take me all the way up to 300, please. Almost. This will be a good kick. But still, time is just dropping so fast, it doesn't even feel like I'm actually gaining any time. Getting better at that. Alright, we got one person left, and there you go! Victory! I don't know why I didn't get a KO for that, though. I could swear they died from an enemy I sent them. Woo! That was a fun one. See how good it gets when you get those later levels mixed with Lakitu and such? I love it. Thank you! They vote word 0. And Alexander? Shane M, you should try New Super Mario Brothers Special, or rather Super Mario Brothers Special one day. Oh, I would love to play it. I think there's a ROM hack that kind of tries to recreate it in Mario 1. But I know that there's some things in Super Mario Brothers Special that like you obviously can't just recreate in a simple ROM hack. I would love to try it myself someday too, though. It's so cool that it's like an official Mario game that just never gets referenced anymore. There were a lot of those back then, like you saw, like Versus Super Mario Brothers, Mario 2J, All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers Special. Like, I just think that's so neat that there's so many variations of Mario 1. Of course, Mario Brothers Special isn't just like a variation of it, but it's very similar, or rather inspired by it. The levels are completely different though. Look at everyone in the top was a star level, but I was the supreme ranking star level. Yeah, it was a collaboration with Hudson. Isn't that cool? Sorry, yours is episode 5, Alexander. I'm guessing you asked a question about which, like, your favorite... what's your favorite... Okay, there. For some reason, I wasn't seeing it. What's your favorite Star Wars movie, Andrew? Oh, how can you... I mean... Not how can you, sorry. Of course, 5 is incredible. But I'm just saying, like, internally, I don't think that I could pick any other than the original, episode 4. I just love episode 4. A lot. Of course, I love the original trilogy. I even like the prequels. I'm not gonna lie. I think the prequels are fun. I think it's kind of funny that everybody used to rag on the prequels until the sequel trilogy came along. And now it's kind of just like, nobody really rags on the prequels anymore. Yeah, 1 and 3 mostly for sure. 2 is kind of long and drawn out at times for sure. Alright, we're going to do another game or two. Maybe, again, I think I said we were going to try the special mode maybe one more time. And we'll probably wrap it up in the not too distant future. But thank you all so much for joining tonight, though. This has been a lot of fun. Really appreciate how active the chat's been. Interacting with all of you is what makes these streams fun. Yeah, 3 was great. And yeah, 2 is as well. Like, I don't have anything against 2. But I think 1 and 3, you know, take the cake in that regard. I like the aesthetic of 2. I like the part where they're like, they're in the city and they're flying and he drops the lightsaber and stuff. Like, I just love that aesthetic. I think it's so nice. Yeah, the sequel trilogy needed a clear plan. The fact that they wouldn't sit down beforehand and say, okay, this is the direction we're going with it, is just so ridiculous. For the most anticipated movie trilogy in the world, they didn't think it was a good idea to sit down beforehand and maybe plan things out a little bit. It's impossible to express in words, basically, just how stupid that is. And for that to be, you know, a multi-billion-dollar movie company to do it, it's mind-blowing. Have you ever changed opinions on a game I've played? The Golden Block asks. I feel like... Let me get back to you on that one. There's probably a good answer for that, so I'll think about it. They should have made Rey a nobody. It was more interesting. Yeah, they really backtracked on everything. And what the heck was up with Snoke? Oh, don't even get me started on Snoke. You like how the Starman has a smile on Super Mario Bros. Special? I don't think I knew that. That's cool. Now, Shane M., here's one for you. What's your opinion of South Park Super Mario Bros.? Have you ever played those games back in the day? You know, back in like the good old Windows 98 and Millennium days. Those were the things to play. Oh, I had such good memories playing those. So silly. Yeah, South Park Super Mario Bros. 2. And the day before I knew anything about ROMs or emulators, I'd always go over to my grandparents' house and on their computer, I would play South Park Super Mario Bros. 2 and Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time. Oh boy. People these days will never understand what we used to do back in the day for fun on the computer. Now you can just go on YouTube or, you know, download literally any retro game you want. Not so back then. Very different back in those days. You never played that back then. Highly recommended. Andrew's greatest hits: Zelda Ocarina of Time and South Park Mario 2. Oh, I should see if I can still find them out there on the internet and do a playthrough of them or something, because they are funny. Finn! Oh my gosh, Finn was so underused. I was so excited to see what they were going to do with Finn after episode 7. Like, and then it's just episode 8 they turn him into a coward, and in episode 9, I love how in episode 9 he's like so excited about defeating stormtroopers. Meanwhile, he should realize more than anyone that stormtroopers are maybe, you know, not the evil people that that they're depicted as being, and yet he just has so much joy in defeating stormtroopers in episode 9. Finn is just, ugh, I feel so bad for Finn, because I was really excited to see what would happen to him after episode 7. And it's just like, nothing. Yeah, the movies I don't think could have been handled any worse, unfortunately. And it's just like, yeah, Disney, like, how do you mess that up so bad? Some people are like massive Disney fans. I'll say that they're probably nowhere near the, you know, top of my favorite companies list, that's for sure. Your favorite Flash game is Super Mario Sunshine 64. If I'm remembering correctly, is that the one where it's... Yeah, like, I know which one you're talking about. Where you can get FLUDD and stuff, and it plays like a 2D platformer, but you collect the shine sprites and such. I've seen a Let's Play of that, yes. It's very cool. Ray calling herself Skywalker. It's just like, alright, I'm gonna steal this name now. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we could rant about those movies all day long. Oh no. I heard that George Lucas's original idea for the trilogy, though, is supposed to be coming out in a book sometime soon. That might be kind of interesting to read about. Speaking of Luke, how about what they did to Luke in The Last Jedi? Like, that was just awful. People waited how many years for, like, one of their all-time favorite movie characters to be on screen again? Just for him to be absolute trash? I feel so bad. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Super Mario 63 then. Alright, so we're down to 5 people now, so the time is going a little bit faster. I have lots of time though, and I love the money, so I guess we'll grab some coins as long as the time is not red. I'm usually not too reluctant to get money. Before the, sorry, you say before the Starman, the Koopa was floating? No, I didn't see that. Oh, and I was supposed to show you all a video I recorded of this, where I had a really intense round with some Lakitu. We'll definitely check for that after this, but no, I didn't see that. Oh, time is red now, so no, we can't be, you know, too slow. Rose was also pointless in 8, just to be relegated as a background character in 9. Yeah. And that's just what happens, though. Like, when you literally have, like, you know, it goes back and forth between one director and writer to another, and then just, you know, one person's plans don't get followed up, and then they get replaced, and it just did not work out. So here we are. We're in 8-4, everybody. And we got Hammer Brothers all over the place. Interesting. Alright, so... definitely want to get a power-up, a real power-up, and a star, but I'd still like a real power-up. I said, a real power-up? Can I make it through this room without one? No I cannot. Absolutely not. Man, I just really want something that I can, like, you know, use to take a hit if I need to. Because I do not like... underwater physics in this game feel really bad. If you just even nick the ceiling... you get sent, like, downwards at light speed. Nice. I don't care. I'm gonna spam coins as much as I need. I would love more power-ups, though. Oh, that star would have been great in this room. Now watch, I won't get a star. Okay, I will. Well, I guess it all worked out in the end. And that's why we collect money, so that when we need it, we have it. Never be afraid to save. Got both of them with one hit of the block. Who do I have left? Just one person? Interesting. Oh, how many things did I shoot and not one of them hit them? That was a cool PAL block use. Sure, why not? Sorry, I'm not reading the chat too much right now. I'm just kind of concentrating on this. And I'm gonna get that star, which will be great. Oh, I was really hoping to get the star so that I could just, you know, have fire and the star, but nope, wasn't allowed to do that. Yes! Okay, still doing not too bad for time. Wow, 1-1 back to 1-1? You don't often see the same level twice in a row. Anyway, I'm just going to ignore you right now. That hammer was so close to hitting me. Okay, time to kick this guy. I probably should have gotten the star, but I really wanted the time that kicking that shell would give me. And I can just keep using the roulette to give me whatever I need. That's not what I need, though. Would love more of a real power-up. They have to be running out of time soon, though. How come I'm the only one that ever seems to run out of time? And the hammers just always know exactly where you're going to be. It's crazy. Oh, I was really hoping that shell would come back and I could kick it. Well, that's the time I need, yes. But still, look at, like, even though I just got that massive combo, we're still running out of time. Crazy. That's what I want. Yes, power block to knock all them out. And there you go, the round is over. Nice. Whew. Alright, let's go read some comments. In Super Mario Bros. 1, when you shoot a fireball but get hit, the fireballs disappear? I don't know if I've ever noticed that. Cool. I was gonna say, Devout Word 0, Luke is a strange character in 7. No, I think that they could have been building up to something really good. And I think even, I know his name. It's really bothering me that, you know, Luke's name. Mark Hamill, thank you. It's getting late. He was really disappointed with what his character became in episode 8 for sure. It is just really sad. Kylo Ren was one of the few great things in them. Yeah, Kylo Ren was fine. I feel like they could have done a little more with him maybe, but I feel like, I mean, that's just how I feel about the whole sequel trilogy. It always feels like there's just something a little bit missing. And there you go, we beat someone who was level 72 and became level 72 ourselves. And with that, I think we're going to do the special mode until we win it, and then the next time we win the special battle, we'll be calling it a night. People nowadays will never understand the greatness of playing Flash games on the computer, says the Golden Block. And that is absolutely true. Flash games were the best. You know, there was just so many great Flash game websites back in the day. And I do hope to make a few videos of Flash games before Flash disappears at the end of the year, which is such a shame. Whoa, here we go, starting at level 6-3. Just get ready for the Symphony of Death sounds. That's exactly what I love. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna record that video because that was hilarious. Only the strong will survive 6-3. Oh, there you go. And just like that, half the people have been eliminated. I probably should have gotten that time, but oh well. And it's funny, like, there's just been no enemies for anybody to send anyone. So it's just kind of a clear run through here. What? I didn't think I was gonna hit that. Oh, whatever, I probably would have taken a hit there anyway, so it all worked out. And now it's time to attack attackers. Sure, why not? Cool, so everybody who's left now is, you know, they know they're Marios, obviously. They got through the gauntlet, that is 6-3. And wow, really? The roulette had to give me a star just as I was getting a star? That would happen. Thankfully, we can get 20 coins back here. I'll go in here and get some more. I'll block again. I just want a power-up. Is that so much to ask? Thank you. Nice. I actually didn't take a hit this time when trying to defeat Bowser. Alright, we're down to 5 people now, so I can't really take the coin route. Because that's going to waste like too much time. There we go. Just really wanted to defeat Koopa there. Well, this is getting crazy. Alright, nice. A star. Finally a good time to get a star. And Koopa Troopa there, or rather, hey, I got a nice kill there too. And I have lots of time, so time's not an issue here. I have a good feeling about this battle. There's that double jump, I love it. (5-3), just progressing through them in order. Whoa, okay. I really want this block. There we go. Ooh, nice bounce. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully they're starting to run out of time. I wonder how much time they have left. They're not sending me any enemies, though. So I don't really have any way to get any time back. Oh, I was so sure I was probably going to miss that, but it's not. It's okay, though. And here's a Koopa shell just for us so we can defeat Bowser with it. Yes. Did they actually go into the underwater section of 5-2? Why? Who would ever do that? Like, if someone knows a good reason to do that, let me know, but I can't think of one. Hey! Oh, I was just about to kill Lakitu too, but wow, that was a pretty simple battle. I like it. The one up on 5-1 in All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. Was different. It is in the same spot, but the 2 bricks after it were replaced with an invisible block to troll. I actually don't even think I noticed that there were 2 invisible blocks there. I just kind of got the one up and then jumped at the end of the platform. Interesting. Interesting fact, that sky clip bounce was changed on Pal Mario 1 to not work on Hammer Bros. Hope that's not a train wreck. There should be a mode where it's called 5-minute battle. I want a mode where you just start from 1-1 and whoever gets to 8-4 first wins. I think that would be so cool, like play through the game in order. All the while sending enemies and such back and forth. I think that would be really neat. Hopefully there's a special mode at some point that does that. I would be all over that. Let's hope they plan it out this time. Absolutely, Alexander. You can avoid enemies easy in the water? That underwater section of 5-2 though, with the platforms that come down from the ceiling, it's not the most simple thing out there though. And with that, I think we're going to wrap up. One last thing I want to do is I want to show, actually, what are our stats? Let's see stats before we end off the night. Out of 172 rounds, we've won 82 of them. This is pretty cool. All-time coins collected. Most KOs. It's hard to get KOs. Lots of question mark blocks hit. Enemies beaten. We have, of course, matched the most Goombas. But we've killed almost 1,000 of just about everything. Pretty neat. And recent results. Had a few fumbles there, but otherwise it was a pretty darn good night. Thank you, Shane M. They made Kylo Ren a good guy in 9 and then dead, and I'm like, what? I mean, yeah, it's such a predictable, you know, trope these days, right? For the bad guy to become good at the end. I mean, it can work, but not when it's overused. So one thing I want to show everyone is in the album, there was one really good match I had the other day. Where is it now? It would have been back when I was playing in Japanese. Probably not this one. But it was just great. It had Lakitu all over the place. Oh, that might have been it. Like, this is what I was hoping we'd see more of tonight. This battles with tons and tons of Lakitu. Because yeah, the night that I recorded this, I had like 3 or 4 battles that were just like this one. And I was hoping we'd see a lot more of them tonight. But I don't know. I don't know where all the players with the Lakitus are at. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I think I got another video to continue that part. This one's only like 11 seconds though. But yeah, the more Lakitu, the better. That's my kind of my motto when it comes to Super Mario 35. Here's another video. I think one that had lots of Lakitu. I love it. Just kind of gotta fire your way through them all. And looks like that continued, maybe? Cool. Yeah, like this is what I want. I was hoping that we'd have more battles like this, but I do definitely plan to play some more Super Mario Brothers 35 at some point. Hopefully we can see a you know, a match like this on stream, because this is what I definitely was hoping we'd see a lot more of. But tonight was still a lot of fun. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. I know we had a lot of Star Wars discussion in the chat tonight. That was a lot of fun. I know that you know, opinions of the sequel trilogy are definitely mixed. But yes, thank you everyone so much for stopping by. I hope you had a great time. And I hope you have an excellent evening or day, depending on where you are. So thanks, and... Oh, hello, Christian. Thanks for stopping by. Didn't see... hopefully, you know, I didn't miss you in the chat earlier on. But thank you so much for watching, and hope you take care. Rule of thumb. Sorry. Yeah, we've been streaming for almost 3 hours at this point, but I promise we'll stream again soon. If not this, then I do plan to stream Game & Watch Gallery 4 in the near future as well. But it was a little late tonight, so I thought this would be fun instead. But thanks, and take care, everyone.